ሰላም የተከበራችሁ የአይፋረስ ቲች ዲቭ ቻናል ቤተሰቦች እንደናችሁ? እኔ በጣም ደህና ነኝ። ዛሬ በዚህ ቪዲዮ ይዤ የመጣሁት የአይፋረስ አኮርዲንግ ዊዝ አይፋረስ የወጡ ማልቲፕል ቾይስ ጥያቄዎችን ከነ አንሰር እንዲሁም ኤክስፕላኔሽን የታከለበት ቪዲዮ ይዤ ስለመጣሁት ይህን ቪዲዮ እስከ መጨረሻው እንድትከታተሉ በታላቅ አክብሮት እጠይቃለሁ። ነገር ግን ለቻናላችን አዲስ ከሆናችሁ አንድ ቪዲዮን ፒውዝ በማድረግ ሰብስክራይብ፣ ላይክ፣ ሼር በማድረግ እንዲጀምሩ በታላቅ አክብሮት እጠይቃለሁ። አሁን ቀጥታ ወደ ቪዲዮ።
One, which of the following is not a step in the accounting process? A. Identification. B. Economic entity. C. RICO writing. D. Communication. Answer is B. Economic entity is not one of the steps in the accounting process. The other choices are true because A. Identification is the first step process. C. Recording is the second step in the accounting process. And D. Communication is the third and final step in the accounting process. 2. Which of the following statements about users of accounting information is incorrect? A. Management is an internal user. B. Taxing authorities are external users. C. Present creditors are external users. D. Regulatory authorities are internal users. The answer is D. Regulatory authorities are external, not internal, users of accounting information. 3. The historical cost principle states that A. Assets should be initially recorded at cost and adjusted when the fair value changes. B. Activities of an entity are to be kept separate and distinct from its owner. C. Assets should be recorded at their cost. D. Only transaction data capable of being expressed in terms of money be included in the accounting records. The answer is C. The historical cost principle states that assets should be recorded at their cost. The other choices are incorrect because A. The historical cost principle does not say that assets should be adjusted for changes in fair value. B. Describes the economic entity assumption, and D. Describes the monetary unit assumption. 4. Which of the following statements about basic assumptions is correct? A. Basic assumptions are the same as accounting principles. B. The economic entity assumption states that there should be a particular unit of accountability. C. The monetary unit assumption enables accounting to measure employee morale. D. Partnerships are not economic entities. The answer is choice B. The economic entity assumption states that there should be a particular unit of accountability. The other choices are incorrect because A. Basic assumptions are not the same as accounting principles. C. The monetary unit assumption allows accounting to measure economic events, and D. Partnerships are economic entities. 5. The three types of business entities are A. Proprietorships, small businesses, and partnerships. B. Proprietorships, partnerships, and corporations. C. Proprietorships, partnerships, and large businesses. D. Financial, manufacturing, and service companies. The answer is choice B. Proprietorships, partnerships, and corporations are the three types of business entities. Choices A and C are because small and large businesses only denote the sizes of businesses. Choice D is incorrect because financial, manufacturing, and service companies are types of businesses, not business entities. 6. Net income will result during a time period when A. Assets exceed liabilities. B. Assets exceed revenues. C. Expenses exceed revenues. D. Revenues exceed expenses. The answer is choice D. Net income results when revenues exceed expenses. The other choices are incorrect because A. Assets and liabilities are not used in the computation of net income. B. Revenues, not assets, are included in the computation of net income. And C. When expenses exceed revenues, a net loss results. 7. As of December 31, 2017, Stoneland AG has assets of €3,500 and equity of €2,000. What are the liabilities for Stoneland AG as of December 31, 2017? A. €1,500. B. €1,000. C. €2,500. D. €2,000. The answer is choice A. Using a variation of the basic accounting equation, assets equity equals liabilities. €3,500 €2,000 equals €1,500. Therefore, choices B. €1,000, C. €2,500, and D. €2,000 are incorrect. 8. Performing services on account will have the following effects on the components of the basic accounting equation. A. Increase assets and decrease equity. B. Increase assets and increase equity. C. Increase assets and increase liabilities. D. Increase liabilities and increase equity. The answer is choice B. When services are performed on account, assets are increased and equity is increased. The other choices are incorrect because when services are performed on account, A. Equity is increased, not decreased, C. Liabilities are not affected, and D. Equity is increased and liabilities are not affected. 9. Which of the following events is not recorded in the accounting records? A. Equipment is purchased on account. B. An employee is terminated. C. A cash investment is made into the business. D. The company pays a cash dividend. The answer is choice B. If an employee is terminated, this represents an activity of a company, not a business transaction. Assets, liabilities, and equity are not affected. Thus, there is no effect on the accounting equation. The other choices are incorrect because they are all recorded. A. When equipment is purchased on account, both assets and liabilities increase. C. When a cash investment is made into a business, both assets and equity increase. And D. When a dividend is paid, both assets and equity decrease. 10. During 2017, Gibson Company's assets decreased $50,000 and its liabilities decreased $90,000. Its equity therefore A. Increased $40,000. C. Decreased $40,000. B. Decreased $140,000. D. Increased $140,000. The answer is choice A. Using the basic accounting equation, assets equals liabilities plus equity, $50,000 equals $90,000 plus equity, so equity increased $40,000, not B. Decreased $140,000, C. Decreased $40,000, or D. Increased $140,000. 11. Payment of an account payable affects the components of the accounting equation in the following way. A. Decreases equity and decreases liabilities. B. Increases assets and decreases liabilities. C. Decreases assets and increases equity. D. Decreases assets and decreases liabilities. The answer is choice D. Payment of an account payable results in an equal decrease of assets, cash, and liabilities, accounts payable. The other choices are incorrect because payment of an account payable, A. Does not affect equity, B. Does not increase assets, and C. Does not affect equity. 12. Which of the following statements is false? A. A statement of cash flows summarizes information about the cash in flows, receipts, and out flows, payments, for a specified period of time. B. A statement of financial position reports the assets, liabilities, and equity at a specified date. C. An income statement presents the revenues, expenses, assets, and liabilities for a specified period of time. D. A retained earnings statement summarizes the changes in retained earnings for a specified period of time. The answer is choice C. An income statement presents the revenues and expenses for a specified period of time but not assets and liabilities. The other choices are true statements. 13. On the last day of the period, Jim Auto Company buys a $900 machine on credit. This transaction will affect the A. Income statement only. B. Statement of financial position only. C. Income statement and retained earnings statement only. D. Income statement, retained earnings statement, and statement of financial position. The answer is choice B. This transaction will cause assets to increase by $900 and liabilities to increase by $900. The other choices are incorrect because this transaction, A. Will have no effect on the income statement, C. Will have no effect on the income statement or the retained earnings statement, and D. Will affect the statement of financial position but not the income statement or the retained earnings statement. 14. The financial statement that reports assets, liabilities, and equity is the A. Income statement. B. Retained earnings statement. C. Statement of financial position. D. Statement of cash flows. The answer is choice C. The statement of financial position is the statement that reports assets, liabilities, and equity. The other choices are incorrect because A. The income statement reports revenues and expenses, B. The retained earnings statement reports details about equity, and D. The statement of cash flows reports inflows and outflows of cash. 15. Services performed by a public accountant include A. Auditing, taxation, and management consulting. B. Auditing, budgeting, and consulting. B. Budgeting, cost accounting. D. Internal auditing, budgeting, and management consulting. The answer: A. Auditing, taxation, and management consulting are all services performed by public accountants. The other choices are incorrect because public accountants do not perform budgeting or cost accounting.